Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how I use references when drawing human anatomy. As I explain it, please drop any questions you have in the chat. I'm going to be using Procreate, but you can do this in any digital or traditional drawing medium. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. So to start off, I'm going to need an image to use as a reference. I personally have a Pinterest board where I keep a lot of the poses that I find really interesting or inspirational. I already chose what pose or what image I'm going to use as a reference though for this demonstration, just because it's pretty simple and open. Again, I'm using Procreate. And here is our image. I don't usually trace over the images to break it down, but I'm going to show you visually the process that my mind goes through when I'm analyzing a pose. You've probably heard it before, but I'm going to be breaking it down into simple shapes. I'm going to start with the more horizontal lines since there's so many vertical lines, and that can just be kind of intimidating. So the main horizontal lines that I'm seeing are the shoulders, the hips. There's also that foot at the bottom, but we'll get to the hands and feet later. And then next, I'm going to highlight the main forms of the body. So the head, and then I like to do the chest, the abdomen and the pelvis area. And I also like to do the hands and feet at this point. I'm going to ignore the legs and the arms. It's just good to start with the hands and the feet and then connect the hands and feet to the rest of the body through the limbs, just to keep things proportional. So we have these basic elements of the body, and next we're going to pay attention to where the center of gravity is. So for a stable pose like this, where the model isn't off balance, the head is usually, almost always, going to be above at least one of the feet. So for this pose, yes, the head is above one of the feet, roughly. And this is also a very good line to use for measuring, where we can see on that same line the top of the forehead and the back of this foot here, that's the same line. So it's good to, this center of gravity line is good to help keep the pose proportional and balanced. And there's a couple other lines too where things almost match up. So at the back of this heel, if we go straight up, it's really close to this elbow. Another method in which we can measure things is with negative space. That's going to be the really big thing that's going to help with the proportion of the body. It's going to help with the outline, which the silhouette is going to help you place everything where it needs to be. Negative space is just the space where the body isn't, basically. So the negative space, you can measure the distance between different parts of the body. You can measure angles between perpendicular lines. It's just an easier way to make sure everything's in its right place. And yeah, I think that's most of the tips I have. This is yeah, just kind of an explanation on how I like to think about things. I pretty much spent my entire life, like, I'm a very observational person, and I just like will trace the lines of everything around me. It's become like a really good exercise. I think I understand like form and shape a lot better than I would without having that experience. So I suggest, like, if you really want to get like really like proficient with breaking not just a human body, but like anything down into its simple shapes, I would suggest just doing an exercise of tracing the lines and the form of everyday things around you. So we'll use those, I guess, notes that we made about the form. And this way can like very quickly and easily create the rest of the form. It's never going to be like 100% perfect this way, and I'm like going like faster than I normally would for the sake of the tutorial, I guess. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for anybody. If there are any tips that you enjoyed, or if you have questions, please let me know in the chat or in the comments. Yeah, I just wanted to explain some of what my like drawing mentality is, because I know it's been helpful for people when I've explained it. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, requests for different types of tutorials, let me know. Like, subscribe, that's very much appreciated. Yeah, and I hope you have a good day.